All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are live chatting about the forecast. It was a very muggy and foggy morning to start. Visibility is as low as about a quarter mile, around 7 and 8 a.m. earlier this morning, and things are going to start to clear out, and we'll have a spring-like afternoon coming in just a bit, and we'll chat about that in just a little bit as well. Right now, we are looking at mostly cloudy skies, overcast conditions between Fredericksburg Road, Calaveras Lake to San Antonio International, all seeing very comparable conditions, overcast skies, and a little bit of fog lingering. Okay, so humid and foggy mornings are going to continue. It's the pattern we're in, routine weather through pretty much Friday, and that's when our next system drops in. Clears out some of this humidity and gets at a few showers, but not until Friday morning, Friday afternoon. More significant than the drizzle we've been seeing every single morning. That's more due to the humidity, southeast winds cranking in the moisture, and again, more of a significant chance for rain as our cold front moves in on Friday. Until then, 80s every single afternoon going forward. Meantime, radar quiet in San Antonio, across the region from here to Houston to Dallas, just quiet, cloudy skies and fog moving in from the south and southeast. Farther north into New Mexico, Oklahoma, you can see and pick out more moisture moving between El Paso and Oklahoma City. But most of that rain is going to stay farther north, and unfortunately, we're not going to be anywhere near that system here in our local viewing area. Meantime, you can see a lot of clouds starting to move in thanks to satellite imagery. And is that any fog? Yes, I would say some of that is some lingering fog between Gonzales, Cuero, San Antonio, I-35. So most of this will lift in the next 30 minutes to hour. Right now, the humidity that's in place, dew points near 70, air temperatures near 75. Those two numbers are very close together, which is leading to a lot of that moisture in the air condensing out. But as temperatures climb in the upper 70s and near 80 today, that fog is going to lift and clear out, and so will the cloud cover as well. So middle 70s out the door. Stinson at the airport seeing very similar temperature readings. A bit different at Bernie at 66, 79 at Cotulla. We have 82 at George West and Beeville, 82 at Port Lavaca, 75 at Carrizo Springs, so it's very warm, and the humidity, it's here to stay. This is the culprit. This is the reason why we've seen very foggy mornings, and we're going to continue to do so because of just so much moisture in place. When these reach near 70 to above 70, these are the dew points, that's very tropical summer-like air, very tropical humidity. And what that does, as temperatures cool overnight, after midnight, that air temperature gets close to the dew point, and that's what creates widespread fog. And unfortunately, these dew points are not going to go anywhere, not until Friday, as our next system sweeps through. As a matter of fact, take a look at this. Here's the humidity day by day through pretty much Saturday and Sunday. More of the same. We'll see a brief break in humidity on Friday, depending on how far this next cold front moves through. But look at this. Tonight, it'll be clear, but watch what happens late tonight into early Wednesday. More fog starts to roll in from the south and southeast, and while this particular forecast model is not depicting dense fog early Wednesday, keep in mind low-level clouds, drizzle, sprinkle, and more patchy to dense fog will form each morning going forward. After that, though, we're going to see a warm day. And speaking of today, here's today's forecast. 83 degrees. After lunchtime, the clouds will start to break apart. Some sunshine will fight through, and just like yesterday, by about 5-6 p.m., skies will be mostly clear, and temperatures again on the warm side. Average this time in March is 72. We'll be near 83, which is incredibly, incredibly warm this time of March, this time of year. So this spring-like pattern is not going on anywhere anytime soon. And you can see from Texas to Florida to the Carolinas, that's where a ridge of high pressure really has a huge grip on our weather. And notice in the southeast, from El Paso towards the Carolinas, we're all underneath this very warm ridge of high pressure that's pushing down on the atmosphere. More importantly, it's channeling in more humidity from the Gulf. And yeah, if you look closely, I'll actually zoom in from San Antonio to Amarillo, a pretty decent difference in temperature. Dallas still at about 70 degrees, but when you move into Amarillo, they're dropping into the 50s and 40s because of a cold front. That should stay farther north. Our main player when it comes to weather through tomorrow, through Thursday, and even Friday is this right here, and a big old area of high pressure that'll set up shop out in the Gulf, and what that will do is funnel in a lot of humidity in our direction. Not much is going to change. This is a very summer-like pattern, even spring-like pattern, which makes sense early part of March, and this is just a pattern that doesn't really break down until a large system moves in from the west and just kind of sweeps that all out. Now we have the potential for that ridge of high pressure moves east, and in its wake, well, in its place, an area of low pressure sweeps across Arkansas, but not until Thursday morning sunrise, so we'll stop the clock right here. But again, through Thursday and Friday, teen weather, morning clouds, morning fog, and afternoon sunshine, highs and 80s. And then notice, as we progress into Thursday night, Friday morning, this will start to pull in some cooler air from the north. It's not going to be cold, but as this frontal boundary kind of collides with I-10 towards San Antonio, it moves into that very humid air mass, and that'll spark off some patchy, scattered rain showers Friday morning, and then that'll be the same thing through Friday afternoon. It's not spread, mostly like a 40% rain coverage chance on that. And it clears out by Friday night and Saturday, and the weekend should be very nice, plains without a hitch. Next 7 days, we're in drought, right? We're extreme to exceptional drought across northern Bexar County. We'll get another update this Thursday. But so far, the rainfall totals in the forecast aren't very optimistic. Maybe a tenth to a quarter north of Austin, north into Waco and Dallas and Fort Worth, maybe near a half an inch of rainfall. And that's over the next several days. Meantime, each morning we'll have a few sprinkles, but nothing measurable, just that morning fog and drizzle that you see on your cars and on street signs and even on roadways. But again, in terms of measurable rain, really there in the forecast, not until Friday, and after that, next Monday is probably our next best chance at rain. All right, 7-day forecast, lower to middle 80 through Thursday, 84 on Thursday, and then here comes a quick and brief drop in temperatures. We'll be near 68 all Friday. Depends on how fast and how quickly that front moves through San Antonio. We'll drop into the 60s, likely with some scattered to spotty rain. And then we'll see a rebound in temperatures on Saturday, 83, near 87 on Sunday. And remember, we spring forward. We actually lose an hour of sleep this Sunday. So at 2 a.m. Sunday morning, while you're asleep, the clocks will go from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m., meaning we'll lose an hour of sleep. We spring forward. We go back into daylight saving time, middle 80s through Sunday afternoon, and then Monday, a small chance of rain as temperatures cool back down, back near 70 on Monday.